nangyayaring crimes ngayon, ikaw ba, kung ikaw ang tatanungin, personally, pabor ka na ibalik ang death penalty?
Grabe naman yun. Magandang gabi po sa inyong lahat.
Mabigat pa, wow.
Si Ate Johnny.
Hirap naman sagutin nun. Kaya nga ako nag-artista eh. Paano po sagutin yun? It's hard. Siguro kung gaano yung kalaki yung crime, kasalanan. Let the people in position judge, or parang ang hirap eh. It's a crime against humanity. Kailangan may karapatang penalty yun na pareho lang, di ba? An eye for an eye, tooth for a tooth. Biblically, ganun din yan, di ba? But in the recent times, di ko alam kung paano dapat natin na takutin pa yung tao na huwag gumawa ng masama to avoid that. But, I think there should really come a time na may magkaroon ng takot ang tao. So, if that would have to come to that, you'll just abide by it. Personally, wala naman akong take kung ano talaga yung decision, kung ano makakaganda para sa mga tao.
Biglang natawa. Ayan, gusto daw lang yung tawa mo. Yung second question ka, Papa P, playing the role of a policeman, ikaw ba in real life, meron ka rin bang mga kinatatakutan pa? O tulad ng role mo ay isa kang matibay at palamang tao?
Meron ako mga kinakatakutang tao?
Not necessarily tao. Ano yung mga biggest fear mo?
In what sense?
Sa buhay, ano ba yung mga...
Siguro yung yung political unrest, yung nangyayari sa paligid natin. If I just, siguro, if I may quote, when Ken and I did an interview, we were shown these clippings back in the 60s, how there was a lot of riots, and fast forward to now, it's still happening. And mas nagkakaroon pa ng mas malaking pag-aalsa yung mga tao. It's getting worse. And I think kailangan talaga magkaroon ng step, not just amongst us, but sa government. It's really the system. The bottom line naman dito yung sistema, yung problema natin. Yun lang kinakatakot ako na magkaroon ng walang accountability, sa bansa natin, especially sa society natin. Okay ba yun?
So, Papa P4, correct selection. Pwedeng isang bonus question na lang kay Enrique Hills. Since, Enrique, ngayong ka lang uli magbabalik pelikula.
Yes, ba?
Ngayong ka lang uli magbabalik pelikula, nanibago ka ba? May mga, paano mo pinaghandaan yung role mo? Since first time mo rin kaganap na policeman. Before, nakatali ka sa Love Team di ba?
Yes,
so ngayon, panibagong challenge sa'yo, playing the role of a policeman. Paano mo pinaghandaan yan? And to think na yung dream actor mo pa na makasama, si Papa P yung kasama.
Wow! Yeah, actually last year po nasa MMF ako, but medyo malayo po sa drama. So I did comedy first and then horror. So ngayon lang po ulit ako gagawa ng drama ulit. But it was actually fairly easy. Of course, working with Piolo and all my co-stars here, it's so easy to feed from them, and I felt very comfortable on set. So it just felt like, like how we used to do it back in the day. So I'm very thankful for them. They made it really easy for me. And of course, Direk as well, and Direk Bombs as well. So yeah, it was fairly easy. I didn't really have a hard time.
So paano mo binuo yung character mo na si First Lieutenant Billy Ojeda?
Wala na. Joke lang.
Walang pressure, walang challenge.
Siyempre we had nag-immerse po kami. We were able to meet one of the Manila's finest officers from back in the day. And nagkwentuhan lang kami. We were just asking a few questions. Nothing really serious, more of the little things. Kung paano sila dun sa station, the camaraderie, how was the brotherhood like, so we can actually try to replicate it on set. It was just the little things and small terms, yung mga hand gestures nila. Kasi nalala ko sa isang take naman na pa-high five ako, mali pala. Wala pa palang high five nung panahon. So, just little things like that which helped out a lot.
Yeah. Pero nag-enjoy ka naman.
Sobra, kasama ko si Papa P.
Yes. Yun ang bonggels.
Ano yun?
Yun ang bongga or bonggels.
Yes, of course. Bonggels talaga.
Bongga.
Okay. Kay Kiko.
Bongga ka tayo.
Kay Kiko. Kiko.
Check 1, 2. We are here. I'm
Yan.
good.
Okay ka na naman yung...
See, I'm not a performer. I didn't know that. Okay, take 2.
Na-flabbergasted ka din ba sa project na ito?
Sobra. It was a great experience working with Mr. Piolo Pascual. He's such a chill dude. And wait, magtatagalog ako kasi pinagsasabihin ako na hindi daw marunong mag-Tagalog. Marunong naman ako mag-Tagalog. Sobrang isang malaking karangalan na makatrabaho si Mr. Raymond Red. Nanood po ako ng Hipampawid na I fell in love with the trailer and my wish got granted. And I want to thank TV5 and all my bosses. Thank you for all the love. And I'm so grateful that I'm here. Wait, babalik tayo sa Tagalog, nakalimutan ko ulit. Buti na lang may nag-remind. Yeah, it was wonderful working with everyone. Yeah, I want to say thank you to everyone here. Yeah, very honored and grateful. Yeah.
Personally ko, hirap mo na tanong yung ako. Hindi ko alam paano sasagutin eh. Pero, di ko talaga alam paano siya naka-apekto. Pero, yeah. No comment pa. Pero di ko mo talaga alam ba? Di ko alam.
Like yung mabibigat na eksena, hindi ba, parang di ba after the take, parang nadadala ka ba, gano'n? Or nadadala mo sa bahay?
Ay, okay. May isang scene doon na namatay yung best friend ko, pinatay. So, in a way, medyo nakarelate ako kasi nangyari rin yun sa akin in real life. So, masyado mabigat sa akin yung araw na yun. Kailangan akong i-remind ni Direk Bombi na remember, nasa taping ka, hindi to yung nangyari sa someone close to you. So, yeah, yun. Thank you.
Thank you very much. And my
I'll be playing Patrolman Efren Taguyonon. He is a rookie police officer. Ang mentor niya si Lieutenant Matibay, si Kuya Piolo. And he's a newbie in the police force, but he has the courage to learn a lot more about what's inside the police force. And syempre, if you're a newbie or if you're a rookie in this, ang iniisip mo lang is to serve the people, to give them justice. Pero he then realizes na it's more than just that, and it's deeper than that. There's a lot of twists or conflicts within the police force. So, yun yung mga inaabangan sa character ni Patrolman Efren.
thank you and congrats again sa mga.
Before kasi ako mag-shoot, nabigyan ako ng idea kung ano siya talaga through Miss Jane, Sir Jeff. Isa po siya ditong asawa ng hepe ng mga polis na si Ilico Blanco. And parang first lady siya sa pelikula. And paano siya nag-resonate sa totoong buhay? Siguro yung part na she's a very strong wife and backbone siya ng partner niya, which I believe ganun din ako when I'm in a relationship and as a single woman.
Thank you for the role of Betty. And were there any aspects of her character that challenged you or allowed you to explore a side of yourself you haven't shown before?
Beauty queen na naman tanungan na ito. Thank you for that wonderful question. Siguro ano po kasi, this is my first film, first movie, first for everything. So talagang sobrang kinabahan ako. Pero with the help of course of MQAA, meron po kaming workshops by Direk Ryan Carlo. So talagang prepare po kami, ready po kami bago kami isabak dito sa film. So we did some workshops also. And talagang pinagandaan ko kasi syempre Papa P na po. So ako I'm playing the role of Betty. So si Betty ay isang boarder sa bahay ni Papa P and friend din po ni Miss Rica Paradeo. So noong una, wait, more than that, everyday nakikita ko si Papa P, nasa starstruck ako. So parang kahit everyday ko siya ka-eksena, iba pa rin talaga yung appreciation ko sa kanya. So nung pag-prepare ko ng role, si Betty kasi very confident din siya, and si Betty ano siya, tulog sa umaga, gising sa gabi. So different personality talaga with me and Fatima. Kasi si Betty confident, talagang mataas yung tingin sa sarili. So I need to be in that character din of Betty. So malaking tulong talaga yung workshop ko din with Direk Ryan bago sumabak dito sa Manila's Finest.
Paglaman po, thank you.
Yes. Medyo madali siya kasi kung ano yung research yung pelikula na dapat namin before, nagamit ko din dito. So, yun, yung una. Yung second is how is it? It's not really the ensemble or the characters, the number of characters that matter. It's actually the number of writers. Tatlo po kami, opinionated, and Moira and Ichiko are giants in their own right in script writing. So really content with the ideas and kung ano yung perception nila of what the film and how the film could be. Talagang it's a process.
Lust for life. I think it's really that. I think in the era of the 60s and the 70s, there were many expectations from a woman, especially how she presents herself sa labas, no? Pag nasa labas siya, how conservative, how proper, paano manamit, paano magsalita. So I think yun yung pinaka-excited ako kasi that period of time, I think Janet was the type of woman that you wouldn't really encounter. And when you did, medyo mabibigla ka na, okay, what kind of woman is this? So that's very exciting for me.
May naging peg ka ba or...
I think I mentioned it in the interviews. Kasi period film siya, you have to create that reality to a point where your viewers are not distracted by that. Dapat naniniwala silang nandoon sila sa period na yun para mag-pay attention sila to sa kwento. So yun yung biggest challenge. So, and me being a visual storyteller, I'm the cinematographer din. Na-imagine ko na yung shots eh. No? So, hindi mo maiwasan nitpick on small details. Lalo na ako, I have memories of the 60s. I mean, I was a kid back then, pero may memories ako, and then growing up in the 70s. So, I was very particular about, small details, accuracy ng even props and language. Pinag-uusapan namin hindi pa uso yung mga ganyan salita. So ano yun, challenge yun. That's a really big challenge. Kasi you have to mount it and then finally, go into the scene and tell your story. So, ang tagal bago namin ma-tell yung story, I mean in production. Kasi ang daming piniprepare, ang daming yung art department, costumes. Minsan ready na. Ako hindi ko matiis, yung isang extra, hindi ko gusto yung buhok niya. So, bubulungan ko pa, yung buhok ng isang extra, mali, gano'n.